What's up, Honda fans? I'm Honda Laura, and today we are doing a review on what is being called the most impressive Honda yet, the 2018 Honda Accord. So let's get it going. The 2018 Honda Accord is the beginning of the next generation and fully redesigned. They actually stopped making the coupe model. We have here the sedan and the sport trim level. So let's start off with the exterior features. Starting off with the front end, the brand new Accord is totally unrecognizable from previous models. When we first looked at it, got a sense of the 10th generation Civic coming through with the chrome spanning the width, and then it kind of comes at a 90-degree blunt angle, which I'm a super big fan of. It has this really new wide black slatted grille, and something that's really impressive is that all Honda Accords are going to come standard with LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, and the sport model has LED fog lights. Coming down along the side, keeping in that sport trim level fashion, 19-inch alloy wheels. A cool thing that we noticed is that there is front and back brake calipers that you can kind of see in and notice, which is a cool sport thing. Coming down along the side, it's also keeping with that 10th generation Civic feel where you can see the chrome along the top of the door sills. There is body colored side mirrors and door pulls. If you can remember, the previous generation of Accord had chrome. There's these new aerodynamic lines that just make it so beautiful. Honda is describing it as a fastback style. Also featuring the capless fuel filler now. Down along the back side of the new Accord, I've noticed it is very minimal. It's sort of muted and modern, elegant. Backup camera, always standard. There's a lot less chrome, I've noticed, keeping with that minimal feel. However, on the sport model, it gets made up with the dual exhaust finishers. There's also the deck lid spoiler and backup camera standard. Did I say that twice? Now let's take a look under the hood. Under the hood of the all-new 2018 Honda Accord features a 1.5 liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine with the Earth Dreams technology, and it produces a really awesome 192 horsepower. Keeping with the CVT transmission, it yields 29 city, 35 highway, and a combine of 31 miles per gallon. So I'm pretty sure that Honda knew they knocked it out of the park with the 10th generation Civic. So they just took that concept and ran with it on the new Accord. It looks beautiful. But even more impressive is the stuff inside. Let's take a look at the interior features. So here we are. This is actually my first time sitting behind the wheel of the new 2018 Accord, and I just don't know where to look. There's so many things. It's so different. I can't even tell that I'm in a Honda. I mean, look, it looks like an Audi. It looks like an Acura. Like, it's amazing. It's so beautiful. It looks so high tech and modern. There's this carbon fiber. I think it's beautiful. There's brushed chrome accents absolutely everywhere. It's gorgeous. So the first thing my eye is drawn to is the new layout of the steering wheel. It's so gorgeous, like how the buttons are standing up in front of the steering wheel. They're not kind of like blended in. The sport model has leather wrapped steering wheel and shifter knob. And then the gauge cluster behind it is really, really cool. It's digital. So you have kind of like these two different screens, and it has the buttons that you can control, and you can change the view, and it's colorful and very responsive. It seems to be working really well so far. Bluetooth standard on all Accord models. Honda Sensing is now standard on all Accord models. I was very impressed with that. Dual climate control is standard on all Accord models. They kept that the same. Really other cool thing about the Sport model is paddle shifters and the Sport mode. So when you push the Sport mode, it makes the gauge cluster glow red. Love it. That's a really fun thing. The display audio system is on the screen, and they've streamlined everything. The past generation of Accord, they kind of struggled with these dual different screens. They had one on the top, one on the bottom. They got it right. They streamlined it. Here's one. Looks just like the new Civic. I love how it sits up in front of the dashboard. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's beautiful, colorful, responsive. I like how quickly everything goes. It has a new colorful design. Volume knob, which I knew was important to a lot of people. Bluetooth streaming audio, backup camera. The backup camera is very colorful. I loved how large and clear the view was. Down the center, the armrest, center console is ginormous. A lot of space in here, a lot of storage space, cup holders, electronic parking brake, and the econ button, which used to be on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, and now it's down in the center on the right side, which I think is a little bit easier to get to. So everything is nice within arm's reach. Push button start is also standard on all Accord models. That's really cool. So you get the smart entry system. I'm very impressed with the new Accord. I think it's just beautiful. Now let's check out the back seats. So here we are on the back seats. Keeping in that sport feel, Honda did half leather, half cloth. So it's like leather trimmed seats, which are extremely comfortable. I've always been a really big fan of Accord's back seat. It's always been very spacious, and I just feel like Honda, they come out very far, so it's just a really comfortable back seat to sit in. It's very bright, visible, and I mean, I just can't get over how gorgeous the whole dash is. I just feel like I'm in a really high-end car. It's crazy. Now let's check out what the trunk looks like. So the trunk of the Honda Accord actually got bigger. It usually, in the previous generation, it was 15.8 cubic feet. It actually expanded to 16.7 cubic feet of cargo space, and there's a 60-40 split. So you can put all your stuff in there. Yeah. So we know that you're going to look awesome driving the new Accord, and you're gonna be safe because of all those awesome Honda sensing features. But how is it going to feel? This is actually going to be my first time driving the new 2018 Honda Accord, and I am super excited. So let's go take it out on the road. This is my first time driving, and it's really super duper smooth. It's a little noisy, has a little bit of a whine to it, but maybe that's because I'm in sport mode. There we go. Much quieter. So driving is comfortable, it's casual, great acceleration, it's easy, and when you push the sport button, it's really cool. The steering tightens a little bit, so it's really fun. Oh, and I think this is so cool. It tells you that there's a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit here. Insane. I have this feeling that if you took all the badges off, and I've never seen this car before, and I had no idea, I don't even think that I would know it was a Honda. The steering wheel just looks like so high-end. And that was our review on the 2018 Honda Accord in the Sport trim level. So beautiful, so many amazing tech features. I'm pretty excited about it. My lease is coming up in 7 more payments, so maybe I'll consider getting one. It drives beautifully, looks beautiful. It's so convenient. They've packed so many things into it. I mean, where do you even go from here? We have so many others planned. So subscribe to our Herb Chambers Honda of Seekonk channel. Like our video. Thank you to Herb Chambers Honda of Seekonk for letting us take out the new Accord today. I'm Honda Laura, and I'll see you next time.